In the last class, I have discussed about the three types of cost. Three types of total cost like total fixed cost, total cost and total variable cost. And the average cost like average fixed cost, average variable cost and average cost. And their shapes. Shapes of average fixed cost, shapes of average variable cost, total cost, total fixed cost and total variable cost. Now, I like to discuss some other types of cost like opportunity cost, short run cost and long run cost. What is opportunity cost? The amount of earning of any factor of production from the next best alternative use is the opportunity cost of that factors of production. Suppose land is a factor of production. A farmer have 1 acre of land from which he can get 10 quintals of potato by cultivating. If he wants to cultivate wheat in that piece of land, he will get 20 quintals of wheat. Therefore, cultivating 10 quintals of potato, he is sacrificing 20 quintals of wheat. Then, the opportunity cost of 10 quintals of potato is 20 quintals of wheat. This is the opportunity cost. The cost that is obtained by sacrificing the factor or the best alternate use of the factor. Next, what is short run cost? The cost incurred in the short run is known as short run cost. That is in the short run we know all the factors of production are one is variable and all the factors of production are fixed. Rest of all the factors of production are fixed. So the cost that is incurred from the fixed amount of production using one factor of production is known as short run cost. But we know in the long run, all the factors of production are variable. Therefore, all the costs in the long run are variable cost. But in the short run, the cost of one fixed variable factor is the short run cost. And other fixed factor cost the cost of the one variable factor in the short run is the short run cost, and all cost in the long run is a variable cost. There is no fixed cost in the long run. Thus, in short run costs, all costs thus in short run costs are cost when all factors cannot be changed, while in case of long run costs, all factors can be changed. Now, what is the actual shape of the average cost curve? We know the average fixed cost curve is the shape of the average fixed cost curve is rectangular hyperbola. It is go on decreasing and never touches the x-axis. But the shape of the average variable cost is U-shaped. The shape of the average cost is just same as the average variable cost. Here is the shape of the AC curve. It is also U-shaped. Here is the minimum point of the AC curve. We have measured production in the horizontal axis and cost in the vertical axis cost or average cost in the vertical axis. Here AC curve is U-shaped. But what is the reason behind the U shape of the AC curve? Now I shall explain what is the reason behind the U shape of the AC curve. Causes of the U shape of the average cost curve is due to the economies and diseconomies of large scale of production. What do you mean by economies of large scale production and diseconomies of large scale production? Economies means economies of large scale production is a reduction in the cost of production, and diseconomies in the large scale production is the increase in the cost of production. If there are if the number of variable input is go on increasing, then the firm will face a reduction in the cost. But after up to a certain limit, when the cost reaches at its minimum point, there will be external diseconomies of scale, large scale production. This external diseconomies means there is an increase in the cost of the production. After reaching at the minimum point of the average cost curve, there will be an external diseconomies of large scale production. For this, the cost will increase. When the firm increases production initially, then the firm gets advantage of large scale production. As a result, average cost decreases initially. It reaches at the minimum when the advantage of economies of scale is maximum. It increases when the economies of scale converted into diseconomies of scale. After reaching the minimum point, there will be no economies of scale or no reduction in the cost. There will be diseconomies of scale and there will be an increase in the cost. Now, I am explaining the shape of the average cost, shape of the average cost curve with an example. Here we can see how the average cost first decreases, then reaches at the minimum and then increases. Here, let us suppose a family. There are 10 family members. Total cost is 12,000. Total fixed cost is 6,000 and total variable cost 6,000. And average cost is obtained by dividing total cost by number of family members, that is 1200. Suppose two new members join in the family. Then the total cost becomes 13,000. Total fixed cost becomes 6,000. Total variable cost increases. Total variable cost increases and it becomes 7,000. Average cost obtained by dividing total cost by 5 family members and it becomes 1083.3. We can see that the average cost decreases. And with the increasing family members, it can also be seen that the average fixed cost and average variable cost both decreases. And the average cost AC is a summation of sum of the sum total of average fixed cost and average variable cost, and as a result both of them decreases. So as a result AC also decreases. That is the reason behind the decrease in the AC. When the family member increases to 14, total cost becomes 14,000, total fixed cost becomes 6,000, total variable cost becomes 8,000 and average cost becomes 1,000. Only 1,000. It get decreased from 1,083 to 1,000. Again the family member increases to 16. total cost increases 16,000. Total fixed cost increases to, total fixed cost remains the same as 6,000. Total variable cost increases to 10,000. And average cost remains stationary at 1,000. This is the minimum point. Before the minimum point, we can see that the average fixed cost and average variable cost both decrease, and as a result, average cost decreases. At the minimum point of the average cost, the rate of after the minimum point of the average cost, that is 1,000 rupees, average cost will increase. Why? That because the average fixed cost always decreases, because the total fixed cost remains fixed as 6,000, and with the increase in the number of family members, the average fixed cost always decreases. After the minimum point, average fixed cost go on decreasing, but the average variable cost increases. But the rate of decrease of the average fixed cost is less than the rate of increase of the average variable cost. So after the minimum point 1,000, AC will increase. When the family members becomes 18, total cost becomes 19,000. Total fixed cost remains the same 6,000. TVC becomes 13,000. Average cost becomes 1,055. We can see that the average cost go on increasing. And when the family member becomes 20, the average cost becomes 1,200. So we can see that the average cost first decreases, reaches at the minimum, then it increases. And the increase in the reason behind the increase in the average cost is the total rate of increase in the total average variable cost is greater than the rate of decrease in the average fixed cost. So the average cost increases after the minimum point. I think that I can explain it clearly. If there is any doubt, then I will clear it in the Monday class, which is held in Google Meet. Now, marginal cost. What is marginal cost? Marginal cost is the change in total cost due to change in 1 unit of output. That is, nth unit of total cost is TCN plus 1 minus n plus 1 unit of total cost is TCN plus 1 minus nth unit of total cost is TCN. By subtracting TCN from TCN plus 1, we get marginal cost. It is the DTC by DQ or del TC by del Q. DTC or del TC is the change in total cost and DQ is the change in production or output. In the next class, I shall discuss the Parquet competition and some important questions of Parquet competition.